In these questions, the words in the grid form groups of related words. One word marked with a question mark is missing from the grid. Find the word that best completes the grid and mark it on your answer sheet. This is a Newstead Woods School practice test exam papers plus page 10. Even if you don't have this copy, you can still follow along and learn a lot. One important thing, my sound might be quiet. Turn me all the way up so then you can hear the volume really clearly. Here we go. If we quickly look at this example, what are they doing? Cool and warm. How are these words connected? They are opposites. Cold and hot are opposites. So freezing, what's opposite to that? Boiling. Okay, here we go. This video, I will cover questions 19 to 24. It's only 6 questions. Here we go. Gavel and judge. Hoe and gardener. Stethoscope and what? If we look at this one, a judge uses a gavel. It's the hammer when they make a decision. A gardener uses a hoe in order to clean up the garden, in order to deal with all the leaves. A stethoscope is used by what? Well, if you've been to the doctors, it's that circular device. They listen to your chest, to your heart beating. Doctor is the answer. How can I make this video more useful? Yes, imagine if it said sailor, then it would be boat. Yeah, let's make this useful just by putting another word for each one. Because in the real exam, you might get a different word. An astronaut, what would they use? Telescope. Or tech devices. Let me just make it smaller. The text is way too big. Pilot. We'll use the steering wheel. We'll use the cockpit. That's where they are flying the plane. And then a chef will use equipment, utensils, cooking equipment, pots and pans in order to cook up the food. That's how I'm going to make this useful for you guys. Next, question 20. Question 20. Metal is a type of what? Silver. Nope, the other way around. Silver is a type of metal. Basil is a type of herb, type of vegetable. So what is a type of stone? Ruby, that's the red stone. Good. Question 21. Let's look at the words. Wingspan, handsome. Well, that one might have tricked you a little bit, but if you just look at handsome, you quickly say it. Handsome describing a man who might be good looking. Wingspan. It's just one word. So these are compound words. So what bow? What type of bow? Tree bow? No. Tie bow? No. Crossbow? Yes. Arrow bow? No. Curtsy bow? No. They put curtsy there because that's when you bow down to show respect towards someone. Curtsy is a type of bow, but no, these are just compound words. Crossbow is the answer. Good. Question 22. It's only 2 more questions after this. We're done. I'm going to make this short. We're 3 minutes in. Good. We're almost done. Divert and deflect. They're the same meaning. To divert your attention, you might be going to a different direction. You're deflecting. You might be talking about something else. A fancy word would be, let's say you're meant to be talking about a topic and then you go off on a tangent. Just write this phrase if it's new for you. To go off on a tangent, you're not really focusing when you're talking to someone. Invert means going upside down, and to upend something, that's also to go upside down. I'll quickly Google that just to give you a better example. A full sentence, I mean. Convert means to change. Advert, no. That's what you see on TV. Trounce is to beat someone badly. Maybe in a game, you're beating them, you're trouncing them 6-0. Flounce, I'm going to look that up pretty soon. Going to give you a good one there. Religion, converting to someone, so then they're different type of religion. But that's not what. It's not a type of word. You're not changing into something, into a noun. So there we go. Convert and transform, they are the same. Put alter next to it. Morph. Both of these are verbs. Write it with me, verbs, but religion would be a noun, so it's the wrong kind of word here. That is a noun. Okay, let's quickly Google. Let's hurry up. 2 more questions. Down here, I just did a quick Google search. To upend is actually just to turn something upside down. Look at this green sentence down here. Kitty upended her purse, dumping out all her money. Well, maybe she's just turning her purse upside down because she's looking for her spectacles. A pair of swans were feeding by upending. When you see feeding, it means they're eating. So maybe some people threw bread onto the water. So how are they eating? Well, maybe they're just turning themselves upside down. They might be eating some fish. There we go. And now flounce, I will Google now. And we have flounce over here. He stood up in a fury and flounced down. Looks like you're storming out, striding angrily. Stride means to take gigantic footsteps. You're stomping out, you're marching out. So there we go, flounce. Good. 2 more, that's it. Question 23. Okay, a chauffeur drives and then a chef cooks. How nice. I basically just said it. It's a noun and a verb. So it's the type of person doing the action. That's what a chef does, cooks food for people, and a chauffeur is your own taxi driver. They're going to drive you around. So what does a porter do? Well, port, that's the key part of the word, is transport. You're taking objects from one place to another. To transport. To transport. You're just carrying things from one place to another. Starboard, I have no idea what that is. I'm going to Google that for you guys. Let's see what that is. Here we go. A starboard is actually the right side of a ship. So let's say we have a big looking ship like this. The port is the left, the starboard is the right, and the stern is the back. Now, why is the starboard called the right side? It's because most sailors were right-handed. Had to quickly Google that. Hey, even I've learned something. Good. 1 more question, we're done. 7 minutes in. Question 24. We are finished. Here we go. Notes and stone, least and stale. It just looks so random, but I've done so many of these kind of questions before. As a teacher for many years, I can see it straight away. It's just a special type of English word. These are called palindromes or palindromes. One word is spelt the same if we just flip it round. S-T-O-N-S. If you just flip it round, it'll be the same spelling. Oh, actually, hang on. That's not true. That's quite funny. I've got it wrong a little bit. Okay, look. They've just flipped a few of the letters round. Letter 5 is now the first. Letter 3 is now the second. Letter 2 is the third. And that's the 4th one. And now looks like that one, oops, I've just written it a little bit wrong here. Letter 1 is now the 4th, and then letter 4 is the 5. So really, they're just swapping them round. Palindromes. It's not quite that in this question. If we do the same here, it's the same thing. Hang on. They've just O-N-E-A-L-E. They've kept those ones here. And then they've just put S-T at the front. Maybe that's what's happening. They just put S-T at the front. No, that can't be right. Let's have a think. The 4th letter has gone to the 1st. So we'll do the same thing. 4th letter's gone to the 1st. No, they've just gone with the 5th letter. Okay, let me think about this. I've just checked the mark scheme just to help me a little bit. You see all these random numbers I wrote above? I was getting really angry because I couldn't see it. So I don't blame you guys if you got it wrong. I thought you switched this with that, switch with that, switch. Who cares, mate? Who cares? It's just switching them round, so then we still use all the same letters. So if we go with A, T-E-A-C-H, they are all there, so that's possible. Chart, well, there's no R, cross it off. Lesson, there's no S's. Heats, S. And aches, there's no S as well. So really the answer is A. So this type of word is just called an anagram. You flip it around and then you get it. Just want to tell you what palindrome means, because you might see this. I mean, who knows, mate? It might come up in the real test. So dad is a famous palindrome because you just flip it upside down, dad as well. Hannah, just a girl's name. If you spell it back to front, it's still Hannah. And my favorite ever palindrome, which I saw very recently, is race car. Wow. I mean, you look at that. If you flip this upside down, it's still the same spelling. R-A-C-E-C-A-R. Crazy. That's one of the best ones I've ever seen. And here's another one, refer. Spell it backwards, R-E-F-E-R. There we go, that's it. We're 10 minutes in. Good. Job done. So, you want to keep learning on this channel? Here we go. Now, the previous Newstead video, that will appear in the top left corner right now. And in the bottom left corner, that will be another useful 11+ video. Thank you so much. I'll see you later.